What's up, guys? We are here for any UU Open semifinals between Sacri and Level 56. Sacri, Level 56's forces collide, so he's just on an alt. This is going on in the current UU meta, which is a mess with all the drops and rises. I think Nihilego is one of the drops, which is being used by both right now, and I'm expecting a Mega Gardevoir from Sacri, which I've heard from a lot of people is super duper broken. Mega Altaria as well is one of the new UU Mons, which is cool. Um, Interesting teams. This is definitely completely different from what you would expect in UU. The drops have completely altered the meta, and you wouldn't see these kind of teams maybe a round or 2 rounds ago. So it's gonna be a really interesting series. It's gonna be interesting to see how these two adapt to the new meta settings and yeah. Basically what you've seen so far is both of them get their toxic spikes up, which can be removed quite easily because they both have Nihilego, which just absorbs the toxic spike. But Level 56 does get his rocks up. With He just ends up okay. So basically, I'm trying to analyze what Sacri's win condition is here. I think Level 56 has a better matchup, but I feel like the Cobalion is a pretty big threat if Sacri can remove the Hippowdon or weaken it, because Hippowdon is also the rocker. But overall, I feel like Level 56 has a much better matchup in my somewhat opinion of this meta. But he got a nice Draco chip off there. I don't know if that's special defensive or not. Probably, I'm sorry, I don't know if that's specs or not, but most likely it is. And Sacri just ends up getting his rocks. And since that's Rocky Helmet Cobalion, I guess that is definitely not SD. It could be, but I'm expecting it to be some sort of like bulky toxic variant or something. So not really sure what set that is. I'm actually concerned if I'm going to be invited to the next game. I just got into this game luckily, but they're playing on Mod Join, which is kind of weird because it's semifinals, but I see. So, what does level go into here? I'm expecting maybe Hippowdon to just come in because it probably has the best matchup out of everything on Sacri on Level's team versus Cobalion. Cobalion is still a threat even though it's defensive, I guess, because it runs it probably runs CC and Iron Head possibly, so it can still be really annoying. I'm expecting, I don't know, like I've not seen Serena in UU in a really long time, but I think it used to run like Rapid Spin and stuff, so it's probably got that. Nice, very nice play there from Level. He gets the Whirlwind off and gets the huge thread in. So now Gardevoir is toxic, so it's like basically in big trouble. He's probably just gonna attack over here because or switch out actually. I'm not really sure, but he probably wants to get Hippowdon dead as soon as possible. But definitely looking really good for Level right now. I don't really know what Sacri is gonna do to combat this situation. I'm not sure what Altaria is running right now in the tier, if it's Dragon Dance, if it's a bulky setup, if it's special offensive. It's probably Dragon Dance, but I'm not quite sure. Suicune as well looks really annoying. Like, I mean, I'm looking at Sacri's team and what is he really going to do to Suicune? But yeah, he does end up staying in, and Level ends up just killing the Gardevoir off, which is cool for him. But now the Hippowdon's weakened, and which is kind of problematic. Since I'm assuming this Hydreigon to be Scarf, I'm sorry, Specs, I'm not really sure if it can do that much damage to Level's team, because the Specs Hydreigon can be worn down, can be like walled by either Scizor or Nihilego or Altaria eventually after like scouting a move. Most likely you have to be like careful the first turn. Like right now I'm expecting, maybe, I'm not sure, but I'm expecting like Level to just sack his Hippowdon, so he gets a free scout off and then he can go to whatever he wants. I mean, it's even possible that he might just sack the Hippowdon on the Draco. I'm most likely expecting a Draco here. Draco or Fire Blast, but he does end up going to Nihilego, probably sacking it. Oh wow, he clicks Dark Pulse, interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, except Altaria, nothing really walls Dark Pulse, which is a kind of a safe play because Altaria isn't Mega Evolved yet, but unfortunately does not get the kill, so Nihilego just gonna be annoying for a little bit more. Gets off the Z move as well. What do you know? How much is this gonna do? It does nothing. I mean, Z Thunder, I don't know what electric move that is, but it doesn't really do damage to anything Level on Sacri's team. Hmm. I guess he can T-Spike here. I just realized. Yeah, he can. So that's kind of cool. But like I said earlier, it should be Rapid Spin Serena. So like the only way Sacri is going to be able to keep up the T-Spikes is if... but in fact, he just ends up attacking. I'm kind of surprised he attacked there. I'm not really sure what was wrong with looking T-Spikes. But getting the chip off on Scizor helps as well. Probably going to switch out here because he does not want to take a BP and die. So... like maybe Cobalion comes in. I'm trying to think what the series of plays are gonna be. Yep, Cobalion does indeed come in, and okay, so he's Roost because he revealed lefties. What else does like bulky Roost Scizor run in this tier? That power gem did a lot for a bulky Scizor, so I mean it did like 40%, which is pretty decent damage. He is indeed SD actually, and defog. Wow, interesting all around. So I guess he this level 6 wants to keep his Nihilego alive, which makes a lot of sense because if he does end up if Sacri does end up if Sacri does end up getting a toxic spike, it will be really annoying for levels. So I can understand why he would choose to make that play, which is absolutely fine. But definitely Sacri will end up getting his rocks for now because Scizor isn't staying in on +2. But now that the Hippowdon is beacon, like I said in the beginning, Cobalion is a huge threat because it's like probably bulky and it has like nothing that wants to come in, and if he sets up rocks again, then the healer goes also dead. So basically, Level's under a lot of pressure right now, and he's gotta do something to get out of it. I don't really know what he's gonna do to beat this Cobalion. There's a lot of stuff that can live a hit. I'm pretty sure Serena can live a hit because it's usually defensive. Suicune can always live a hit because of its natural bulk. Hippowdon is in range of that. Nihilego can come in if you sack something. Altaria dies to a hit, but not really sure what he's going to do next. And I'm pretty sure Scizor lives a hit as well because it's just Scizor. So yeah, he just ends up sacking Hippowdon, which is fine, I guess. But that's also giving Sacri rocks up. So Sacri's a good position. Having SD on this Rocky Helmet Mon is really nice for him. But I feel like this is the win condition for Sacri, and if Cobalion perishes, like Level's got the advantage. I really don't see a way for Sacri to pierce through Suicune. Not really sure like what Rotom runs, but if I'm assuming the OU set, then OU sets really run like Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, something like that. So that's not really beating Suicune, and Hydreigon specs, so there's only that much it can do to Calm Mind Suicune. I'm expecting Wincoon, which is a Protect sub stalled CM, but it could be anything obviously. So I don't think Sacri's revealed his Scizor set either, but most likely I'm expecting it to be like Iron Ball SD or Choice Band. But since he has SD on Cobalion, I don't think it'll be SD on Scizor as well, but it's possible. Cannot really say. It's gonna be interesting to see what Level does here. Like he can go to like Scizor, but I don't know if he has anything for it. Okay, he just goes to Serena. This does learn a fighting move as far as I remember, like low kick or something. But since it's slower, if Sacri does stay in, like it's gonna take a huge chunk first. Okay, he does end up just switching out, which is cool. It runs high jump kick, in fact. Okay, I thought it was low kick, my bad. But yes, so it's like drop kick, high jump kick, but that was okay damage. I really cannot assume what the item is from that damage. Let me just check like its stats. So it's got a really high attack stat. So I don't think that's banned unless that's like defensive Rotom or something, which I just don't know. But I don't think banned will do just like 37. I think it would do a lot more. But maybe it's banned, which is why Sacri went to Rotom in the first place. It's got a really good stat actually. 510 BST is pretty decent for a grass type. But if it's banned or if it's like a choice item, then I'm expecting Sacri to just Volt Switch out. Because then he can go to like, he actually cannot go to anything because nothing likes taking high jump kick. So he could even Will-O-Wisp here if he knows that it's for sure, if it's like a choice item. So it's quite even right now because like Level can nuke Sacri with maybe Suicune or Serena, but Sacri's got the Cobalion still, which is a huge threat. Okay, ends up just sacking the Nihilego. Interesting. But now, okay, so I guess it was a choice item. But even if it was, like, maybe the Rotom doesn't have Eloist. Like, there's so many questions that need to be answered. It's really interesting altogether. Okay, most likely Altaria comes in here, so he can Mega Evolve and then like have a proper check to Hydreigon as well, but I think Sacri's got the advantage at the moment, but it can be anyone's game because the Scizor is at full and nothing KOs the Scizor at one hit, and the Nihilego is still alive and it's still annoying as hell. It's at a decent HP as well, so I think he can go to Nihilego here maybe, or he just ends up going to Cobalion, which is fine I guess. It's gonna do a decent amount. Yep, it's actually a 2-hit KO from that range, so that's pretty good for level actually. I guess Sacri assumed that it wouldn't kill, but I think it's most likely an offensive Altaria, so getting a kill here on Cobalion would be nice, but then Nihilego comes in and gets up a T-Spike, which doesn't really matter much, but I'm not really sure. Like, oh, it's faster. What do you know? Okay, because I was like, it's a bulky variant, because it has Rocky Helmet, so I thought it would be slow or something, but I guess it's just faster. Yeah, so Scizor is definitely free here. Even U-turn is most likely the play, but actually U-turn is like an aggressive play, so yeah, BP is probably safer. So all good, still looking good for Sacri. He's most likely gonna actually no. If it's banned, then he doesn't U-turn here. But if it's not banned, then he just U-turns out here. But like I said in the beginning, like Suicune is still really annoying. I don't know what Sacri's really got for it. So he should have some sort of trick up his sleeve, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just straight up cleans right now. Also depends a lot on level set. Like, okay, so it is Wincoon and it's SD. Okay, so this is basically what he's gonna try to win with. Sacri, not win, sorry, but like at least try to like beat the Suicune with. But if level gets off a burn, I think it's most likely over for Sacri. Okay, did not get the burn there, which is perfect. But so he has to go for the burn again, otherwise he just loses. He did not get the burn, so I think yeah, level's gonna clean from. Sorry, Sacri's gonna clean from here. Kind of unfortunate for level not getting a burn in 2 turns, but that's how the game is. But yeah, I think it is end up forfeiting. No, he did not end up forfeiting. My bad. But yeah, so Altaria cannot come in because it dies to Rock. So BP damage here plus. If it's Scarf, then Hydreigon cannot come in. But if it's, I think BP damage will pretty much get it in range of death from anything. So because he has to click high jump kick. If he clicks drop kick, then Hydreigon can come in and just clean up from there. But he has to click high jump kick. If he clicks high jump kick, then Rotom can go out. And I think BP, if it doesn't kill, then BP plus Volt Switch will most likely kill the Serena, which will ensure the win for Sacri. Pretty interesting series. I think if level got the if Sacri got the burn, it yeah, sorry, my bad. I keep confusing the two, but if level got the burn, it would be really interesting to see how it would go. The turns would play out, because it would be like a bunch of 50-50s between sub, protect, and how level approach the whole thing. But yeah, Scizor will be on a timer. Also, like a burn after 2 scalds basically means it's in range of 1 more scald. Oh, he ends up just not clicking BP. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm kind of surprised at that, because I think yeah, that is definitely Scarf. Oh, I'm terrible. Okay, I just realized, yeah, I'm gonna be picked on the chat for this. I just realized that this mon has this sick new ability, which I'm just gonna show you guys what it is. It's called Majesty. Queenly Majesty. So basically, you cannot click a priority move versus Serena. So my bad on that, guys. I just realized it's a brand new mon. I haven't played with it much, so I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, my bad. So actually the game is far from over now, because Serena can actually end up just sweeping from here. Dark Pulse is definitely the move for Sacri right now. It should just kill something. So like maybe just kill, maybe sack the Altaria and then go to Serena again. It's looking like a nuke battle now almost, that each player nukes each one Pokemon, but then Serena is actually a bigger threat because it's faster than Hydreigon, so it can beat it 1v1. So I would expect maybe now level to win from here. Damn, it's such a stupid error from my end that I forgot that it had Quinly Majesty, but yeah. So most likely I'm expecting an Altaria sack here, and then switch into Serena getting 1 kill, going into Rohan. Yeah, that is looking like the series of plays. Okay, goes to that. Serena coming in now. Serena's gonna click high jump kick. So this turn is quite straightforward, 100%. Or I'll just take back whatever I said till now, and we'll get a brand new perspective. I don't know, like I guess Nihilego goes faster. I think I might just cut this part out. Like this is way too long of a wait. Okay. Okay, so it is actually not Choice Scarf, and that is why they were waiting. Because Sacri basically got the turn right, and I think he wins from here. So if it's not Choice Scarf, like what is it? But then why did Hydreigon switch out of it? Like what is going on? Someone please explain to me. I'm so confused. It is Choice Scarf. I'm so confused. How is it slower? Why is it slower than Nihilego? Like it's 267 Jolly. So does Sacri know that it's not Jolly? Like is it adamant? Bruh, this is like the most confused I've ever been. Someone needs to explain this to me right now. Alright, we'll go on a game 2 after this. So we are here for game 2. Hopefully this game I will not be as confused as I was in the first game. I really do not like messing up my commentaries, but for the past, like, for every tier which I've commented it over, which is not Ubers and NU, I'm just so confused on what's going on. Like, I actually try to keep up with these tiers and understand them, but God, sometimes it can just be so confusing. So I'm most likely sure it was Adam and Scarf, but I will confirm, and I will probably like leave an explanation in the video. But so let's just like move on to this game, I guess. Sacri's got 3 of the same ones from his last team, which is Scizor and Nihilego Rotom, and he's got Magneton, Crocodile, and Altaria. Both have got Altaria this time around, but I think Level actually has a check to it, which is Amoonguss. So I'm expecting the Magneton to be pretty crucial because it traps the Defogger on Level's team, which is Empoleon. So unless it's Defog Latios, but I don't really see worth for Empoleon if it's not Defog. If it's like SR, I guess, but so he just ends up interesting that he scored again. I wish I could explain that, like why did he score again, but oh right, my bad, because it's natural cure Altaria, right, so my bad. So basically he scored again because it was natural spore Altaria, and he predicted a switch out there, but interesting turn there. Sacri uses Z Thunderbolt Thunder and gets off a really nice chip on Empoleon, but that just basically means that Magneton has no worth this game because it basically dies to everything except maybe Latias. But Empoleon being weak helps a lot, even though Nihilego doesn't get any hazards up this game because of Amoonguss. So I guess he's just trying to get like a huge chip off. I can expect Mamoswine to come in here because I don't think Nihilego has any move which is even medium effective versus it, because it usually runs like Poison Stab, Rock Stab, and then an electric move I've seen, but not really sure. So interesting altogether. I still think the Mamoswine is the rocker, but it could be the Empoleon until it's confirmed. Okay, so he just ends up going to Amoonguss. Okay, so it's Stealth Rock and Nihilego. Interesting. It slipped out of my mind that I can even learn Stealth Rock, so that's pretty cool. Okay. So Altaria is asleep. Sludge Wave comes out. So I guess Sacri is just trying to sack the Nihilego. He doesn't really care much about it. I'm expecting switching on the Thunder. Nice, very nice. So that's what. Oh, unfortunate para there. It doesn't make a big difference, but it's still annoying because now Level is more prone to hacks. But Nihilego is basically just gonna die attacking Level's team. In fact, I can't even expect him to switch out and just keep a sack fodder, which isn't completely out of this out of the scenario. But yeah, he does end up just doing that. A nice play from Level there, getting an HP fire off. So Flash Cannon is a pretty decent option here. I don't know if it runs Scarf or Specs in UU, but if it doesn't actually run, okay, he just wall switches and sacks the Empoleon. Nice play there, ballsy play from Sacri. Even though Mamoswine usually isn't going to come in on Magneton, so I guess it was kind of safe in that aspect. But it's looking good for Sacri again. Scizor, if you guys can see, looking like a huge threat, gigantic threat. Altaria dies, Terrakion dies. If it's SD, everything just dies after one hit, so except Amoonguss, so makes sense that he goes to right now. Sacri's gonna switch out, most likely gonna preserve this for later. Yep, he ends up just U-turning. I don't think that's ban damage, but then again, SD U-turn makes no sense to me, so I'm not really sure what it is. Ends up going to Mamoswine, definitely expecting a Flash Cannon here to get off as much damage as possible to whatever comes in. Nothing really resists electric on Level's team, so BP, Bullet Punch, and Flash Cannon basically going to do a huge damage to everything, especially since Empoleon is dead now, which would at least resist to something like Magneton if you would predict Flash Cannon correctly. So Level is looking in huge trouble. I'm expecting the Crocodile to be Scarf as well, so that is like the laddie bait in every UU game. Rotom is probably the most expendable member on Sacri's team because there's not much Levels got for it. I'm trying to think about what Levels win condition might be. Terrakion can be really good because there aren't any true fight checks on Sacri's team, and since Altaria is asleep, yeah, Terrakion can most definitely be a gigantic threat to Sacri. Does end up just Flash Canning there, gets off a gigantic damage on Amoonguss, does 61%, which is crazy. Definitely that was Specs, so okay, I thought he was gonna go Crocodile there, but I guess he decides not to. I'm pretty sure Crocodile could have killed the Pursuit, but I guess he didn't want to lose all that momentum, because if he pursuits, then anything else can come in the next turn and basically force Crocodile out. But Nihilego can still get 2 more turns off of worth of damage since it's at 7%. Okay, he gets off a decent chip off on Laddie, and 1 more turn to go, so there's no way Amoonguss comes in actually, so I could see, nope, never mind. He just goes to Crocodile and probably traps Latios. Actually makes a fantastic play there. Predicting the, I don't know if he predicted the Shadow Ball, but it was a really good turn for him. I don't even think Shadow Ball is standalone Latias, which is kind of cool. I've never seen that before. But except Crocodile, nothing really resists Ghost attacks, so it was a decent prediction from Left 6, but unfortunately didn't work out for him. Actually, I'm not expecting anything here. I don't know, but I don't know if Sacri will click Pursuit. I think it kills from here, but I'm not going to guarantee that, because if it's bulky, then it can live. So, but Knockoff isn't a bad play in this scenario either. However, if Left does choose to switch, he will 100% go to Altaria, so Knockoff could be the incorrect play. Yeah, so he doesn't indeed just end up knocking off. That did 43%. That is insane. But yeah, it's a free roost right now, so it's fine, I guess. I mean, he can just get back to 83 from here. So no way Sacri stays in. Ends up going to Scizor, which is cool. But Scizor is kind of risky, I feel, because, at least according to me, because we don't know what the set could be. What if it's Fire Blast Altaria? And I don't think that's choice band. So okay, he just ends up attacking Scizor. SD is here, so I think Sacri is going for a game right now, and I actually feel like, I'm not gonna say he might sweep here, because last time I said that he basically did like kill 1 Pokemon, but I don't know what levels got for this, because even if Mamoswine was Sash, it just dies to BP. This definitely will perish to BP, but I guess what he's trying to do is, yeah, he'll just switch out right now, come back in and try to live a hit, and since it's U-turn Scizor, Sacri will probably switch out here. BP still might actually kill, yeah. So I think Level's basically just trying to do whatever he can to win from here, and Sacri ends up making a safer play, clicking U-turn. Surprised that he went on Heligo there. What was the point of that? He just sacked the Pokemon for no reason. But um, oh no, he went to Heligo because he wanted to bring in Scizor. My bad. Oh, wow, I'm just terrible at this game. But so BP, he's gonna BP here, and something else takes another damage. This is probably Iron Ball Scizor, if it's not Z move. So Amoonguss can come in, but it's gonna take a ton of damage anyway. He has 26, and if he U-turns out, it's gonna do like even more. So it's just not looking good for level right now. It's just he's in a very bad situation. I don't know how he's gonna come out of this, if he can come out of this, but. Interesting that Sacri decided to click U-turn there, and Level made a nice switch into Terrakion. BP would have been a roll, I'm sure, on the Amoonguss. I don't think he's BP'd it before. Yeah, it would have definitely been a roll. So he decides to switch out again, but this time Sacri makes the god play and just ends up staying in. I guess he predicted that. I don't know if that was required. Like that felt like pretty offensive because in case Amoonguss stayed in. But I mean, it does make sense because like there's no way Amoonguss was staying in the win condition for level. Like he's not gonna risk it that early. Like he's not gonna risk it when that's the only way he has to actually beat Scizor. So now U-turn is definitely more than free. So it's gonna do like 80% to Amoonguss. In fact, he ends up just BPing there and reveals the Alka Berry as well. So it's not Z move, it's not Iron Ball, it's Alka Berry. So Sacri will end up closing this game with Scizor. Scizor still ends up being one of the strongest and best Pokemon in UU. This was a really good series and really good players, top level players showing off their abilities. And unfortunately, I couldn't get off as good as a commentary as I would like to, but I guarantee I'll definitely bring a better upload next time. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.